Alrighty folks, now that we're moving, you folks on the last few cars, get your hands up in the air and give our depot master Sammy over there on the left a big wave as we roll out of town. Tell him we'll see him in a week or two, maybe a day or two, well, probably more like 20 or 25 minutes. Tell him we're going shopping. We'll be back when the money runs out. Bye, Sammy. Now folks, here at Dollywood, we're known as the friendliest place with Smokies. It's up to us on the train to keep it that way. So on the count of three, let's get our hands up in the air and give them folks out there a big southern howdy. 1, 2, 3, howdy! Guys, that was great. We're doing it again on the way back. Now folks, coming up on your right hand side, Dollywood's very own grist mill. It's one of the few grist mills still remaining in this part of Tennessee. It's also the home of those giant cookies and the hot cinnamon bread. If you buy that cinnamon bread, guys, you're going to have to get more than one loaf, because one loaf probably won't make it to the car. Okay, folks.
after engine number 70 was built, she was shipped to the White Underground Railway at the Skyway, and eventually was commissioned in the United States Army while she was there.
I'll just kind of keep being friendly out there, and I'm going to give you a little bit of history about the engine that we're riding behind. In May of 1938, the Baldwin Locomotive Works of Eddystone, Pennsylvania built our narrow gauge Mikado style engine number 70. She weighs in at a little over 230,000 pounds and is a genuine type 282 coal-burning, steam-driven locomotive. Now that 282 simply means there's 2 wheels in the front, 8 large drive wheels in the middle, and 2 wheels in the back. After engine 70 was completed, it was shipped to Skagway, Alaska, and used on the White Pass and Yukon Railroad. December 7th, 1941 came the attack on Pearl Harbor and the U.S. involvement in World War II. It was then determined that a military highway was needed to protect Alaska from invasion. So in 1942, the U.S. Army took over the White Pass and Yukon Railroad and used it to build the Alcan Military Highway. It was then engine 70 was commissioned as part of the United States Army. Over 280,000 tons of material, personnel, troops, and thousands of troops travel behind this engine and others like it. Up to 34 trains a day travel in support of the road construction, and in 9 months what seemed impossible became possible. The Alcan Military Highway was completed. I bet you didn't realize you were right behind a true veteran of World War II. Here at Dollywood, we're proud of all veterans from all branches of the military, and our thoughts and prayers are with those and their families on active duty today. In 1963, engine 70 was retired from the Army. In 1977, she was sold to an East Tennessee theme named Silver Dollar City. It was then she became known as Cinderella. Now folks, look off up to our engine up there, our engineer Casey. Give him a big wave up there. There he's up there driving, he ain't even looking where he's going. Yeah, he'll be alright. I think Cinderella knows the way around these mountains. Now, Cinderella's been here throughout the evolution of the park, from Silver Dollar City to present-day Dollywood, where she continues her tradition of hard work. Now just sit back, relax, enjoy the cool breeze and the sounds of that locomotive as she pulls us through the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains. And imagine you're in the year 1851 and you're riding on Tennessee's first steam train, the Tennessean. Kids, we've been seeing a black bear over here on the left-hand side. Keep an eye out, see if it's still there. It's over there on the left-hand side somewhere, I think. It was yesterday. Cinderella steered it stiff. Oh well. You can at least say you saw a black bear while he was riding on the train at Dollywood today. Cherokee Indians call these mountains the land of the blue smoke. It is the natural habitat for more flowering plants and trees than anywhere else in the United States. Even in the air, you can hear the music of over 200 different species of birds. The Smokies are a never-ending song that changes with each pair of eyes and each season.
You don't want to be in
Folks, please remain. Folks here at Dollywood, we're real proud of Cinderella. So much we like to let her make a little noise and show off every once in a while. How many of you folks would like to hear that engineer play a tune on that big ballroom locomotive whistle? Raise up your hands and make a little noise, guys. All right, let's tell them to do it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Blow the whistle. Alrighty, folks, what'd you think of that? Let's give them a big round of applause. That was Cinderella and Casey saying thank you, no problem. Now over on your left-hand side, you can see a portion of the Great Smoky Mountains over the top of that tree line, and you'll see why the Cherokee Indians called it the land of the blue smoke. It looks like that most of the time.
Diego, you guys good? It's hard because you're like chocolate. Got it all worried about.
At the dawn of the 20th century, there were about 1,200 farms located in and around these mountains. Most of them much look like what you see over there on your left-hand side coming up. All had a main house, of course, where the family lived. They had a wood shed out back where they kept the wood stacked up and dried. They had a chicken coop where they kept the chickens, gathered up the eggs. And they had a spring house where they kept things like the milk and the butter cool. Come in handy on a day like this. Over there in the woods a little bit, they usually had another little house, small but very important. It was called the outhouse. Now kids, if you don't know what the outhouse is, I'm going to let you ask your parents. If they don't know, you might want to ask your grandparents. I'm sure they'll know. Also coming up your left-hand side through that clearing, that big blue roller coaster is Dollywood's very own Wild Eagle. It has speeds in excess of 60 miles an hour, has more than 3,000 feet of track, a 13-story lift, and a 13-story drop into a 110-foot loop. It is very fast and very smooth, guys. Check it out. That other little coaster right there is the Fire Chaser Express. It's a dual launch coaster, means it goes forward and backwards. There's no drops, no big loops, just a bunch of fast corners. You gotta be 39 inches tall to ride, and it runs about 34.5 miles an hour. Makes it a very fun family coaster, folks. Look off up our engine up there. Give our fireman Al up there a big wave. He's the one responsible for getting us all up here today by hand shoveling all that coal into the firebox. Folks, that engine operates today the same as the day it was built. On a busy day, Cinderella will use 5 tons of coal, drink 5,000 gallons of water, and she pulls an average of 4,000 to 6,000 people up and down this mountain every day. We're very proud of Cinderella and the guys that operate her, and we hope you enjoy riding behind her just as much as we do. I think that cow had a sign on her on the way up through said, "Eat more chicken." Now, I could be wrong. Take a look off over there on your left-hand side. That little lady down there on the pavement, it's Miss Lillian, and Miss Lillian's Chicken House. Go on down and see her for the best chicken dinner around this town, guys. She got that banjo in one hand, a magic chicken in the other. Thank you, Miss Lillian. Okay, folks, now we're going back through the main part of town. Remember what we did on the count of 3 going out? Let's do it again on the way in. 1, 2, 3. Howdy! Let's do it one more time, guys. Let's be the loudest train. 1.
Count of 3. I want to hear it out there, but I'm going to help you this time. I'm not helping. 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3. All right, there you go. I have to make that fabulous. That is that's so far away. excellent job, guys. Excellent job on the way.
Take your mom and dad out for a spin in the town of Vision Forward. A lot of fun. Bigger than speed limit. 65. Now also on behalf of my fellow conductor,
on behalf of my conductor on car 3, which is Steve and myself, we're hoping you have a great day here at Dollywood. Coming up on the right-hand side over there in that big green building, that's Dollywood's very own full-service train shop. That's where the engineers and mechanics can rebuild these locomotives and inside that building is our other engine number 192. She's getting the remake and she'll be out in the fall, guys. As we pull into the depot, I need you all to remain seated. I have a few people on the last car I need to give a little bit of a head start to. So as we come to a stop, please remain seated, folks. You've been a great group. We've enjoyed having you. But remain seated for me. I'll let you know when it's safe to exit. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.